If you want to know the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame, and how to go about attracting one, stick around. What is up, guys? Namo Himalaya. Stefan Peel here. I'm a communications scholar, media literacy advocate, and law of attraction practitioner, and today I want to go in depth on the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. I see these terms thrown around interchangeably all the time, and hear people talking about wanting to attract their twin flame, thinking it'll be some fairy tale type romance, without really realizing all that the twin flame dynamic actually entails. So what is a soulmate? Contrary to popular belief, a soulmate is not the one. You actually have many soulmates, and will encounter many throughout your lifetime. Soulmates aren't exclusively romantic either. You can have platonic and familial soulmates too. Even your pet could be a soulmate. You and your soulmate share a past life connection that pulls you towards one another in this life. This is why your connection feels so natural and effortless, and why it may feel as if you've known each other for a long time, even if you've only just met in this reality. Although soulmate connections are deep and meaningful, they're not necessarily lasting. Soulmates come along at specific moments in our life to help us along in our journey. They may be there to open our eyes to new possibilities, to provide comfort and support, or to teach us some lesson that will aid in our growth. Once a soulmate has fulfilled their role in your life, the connection may come to a close, having served its purpose. Or you may find one of your soulmates is meant to stick around, and you have a BFF for life. It really all depends on where each individual soul is on their own journey, and what they agreed upon in their past lives. And it all unfolds in divine timing. Now, a twin flame, unlike a soulmate, is actually two parts of the same whole. All of us are made up of divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Twin flames are created when a soul decides to divide its masculine and feminine energies into two separate consciousnesses as it incarnates in this life. So not everyone has a twin flame. Your soul would have had to have experienced that split at some point to have a twin flame out there. And that's not necessarily something you would remember in this lifetime. So we can't definitively say, but you might have a twin flame. And if you do, your twin flame is actually a part of you. That's why the twin flame connection is so deep and magnetic. There's just an intimate knowing and understanding between you because they literally are you. It's this idea that gives people the impression that a twin flame connection is that one missing piece that completes you. And once you find one another, you live happily ever after, picture perfect love story, roll credits. But that could not be further from the truth. Twin flame relationships can actually be incredibly tumultuous. The connection is so strong and so passionate that it can often feel chaotic and overwhelming emotionally. Since they're part of you, interacting with your twin flame can feel like holding up a mirror to yourself, reflecting all the parts of yourself you deny, and highlighting all the areas you need to grow. So it can be an incredibly challenging dynamic to navigate if both people aren't equally committed to their own personal self-development and to the co-creation of the relationship. Twin flame relationships often fall into a runner-chaser dynamic, where one, usually the masculine energy, the stronger energy, is fearful of that level of connection and pulls away, putting the feminine energy into the role of the chaser. But these dynamics and roles can change over time as the relationship evolves. When you meet your twin flame, you'll either be instantly drawn to them or instantly repelled. There is no in between. It's a magnetic connection. Twin flames deal in polar opposites and extremes, so the relationship will always harness an intense energy. If careful boundaries aren't drawn, twin flames can fall into negative relationship patterns like becoming codependent or being trapped in an endless on-again, off-again cycle. If, however, each individual in a twin flame union reaches a point where they're fully self-actualized and feel completely whole independently from one another, then and only then can they have this amazingly powerful union. A successful twin flame relationship is a total power couple, but not everyone reaches that point with their twin flame. So think carefully and make sure you're truly prepared before you try and attract them. Navigating a twin flame relationship is a great avenue for growth, but often that growth comes through experiencing a world of hurt. So if you're out there searching for your soulmate or your twin flame, my advice to you would be to stop searching and instead focus your energies on your own growth and development. Your soulmates have already contracted with you in a past life to find you in this one. And if your twin flame is out there, then the natural magnetism between you both will pull them into your orbit when the time is right. Until then, sharpen your communication skills, deepen your emotional intelligence, and become the best version of yourself, so that when your amazing love story does come knocking, you will be fully prepared to open that door. I hope this video helped clarify what the differences are between twin flames and soulmates. If you got any benefit out of it, please remember to hit that like button and the subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little notifications button, because I'm committed to bringing you 3 new videos a week, so we can all continue learning, growing, and not only survive, but thrive in 2021 and beyond. Thank you. Love you.